Hello fellow gaming fans and welcome again to some Last of Us multiplayer action here on my channel. It was quite some time since I posted the last of Us gameplay. It was back in the day when Last of Us on the PlayStation 3 was released, and maybe some of you guys remember those gameplays and watched them back in the day. If you haven't, feel free to check them out on my channel. I mean, I think I had some pretty decent ones uploaded there, and this time we're playing again the PlayStation 4 version here, The Last of Us Remastered, which runs in 1080p and 60 frames per second, which is kind of a big deal, I think, and a huge improvement, especially for the multiplayer. So if you really like the Last of Us multiplayer on the PlayStation 3, then you will love it on the PlayStation 4. And if you haven't gotten the season pass back in the day or haven't bought the DLCs, then it's even better deal for you. And I'm also replaying the story currently, halfway through I would think, or about like 40-30% in on the hard difficulty. And I will also try out the new grounded, I think it's called in English, mode, which was also included, where you don't have a hut, and also the enemies are a bit tougher again, and I think it's even harder than the survivor mode in combat and stuff like that. But here we're playing some multiplayer. I think this is one of the original maps, I'm pretty sure of it. Don't know the map's name right now off my head, because this was actually the first round I've played, and it was a pretty decent round, I think, and pretty enjoyable to watch. I mean, hope you guys will enjoy it. And also with the DLC there come some new weapons, which was also surprised, some new perks, some new weapons, so a lot of stuff. If you haven't checked that multiplayer out since the PlayStation 3 launch, then you're in for some new weapons again, new skills, and of course I think 8 new maps in total, and also a new game mode. And here I was cocky, tried to do the execution, but then get shot in the back, which is always not that great of an idea, that you execute someone, maybe shoot him with a pistol in the head or with your primary if you got enough ammo, and finish him off that way from a distance. But here you see I get taken out, but he also executed me, or tried to execute me, but yeah, I actually did so. And my teammate snuck up on him and shot him also in the back, so it was kind of a win-win situation in the end, and was helpful for my team. But in this particular gameplay, the enemy team was not that great, and of course if you haven't played it on the PlayStation 3 and you don't know the maps and stuff like that, and I'm not a pro in it, it's probably a bit harder to get into it on the PlayStation 4 and get some good gameplay right away, because basically they did a reset, and if you are like the highest level on the PlayStation 3 version and then you buy the new version, then you still start over fresh. But I think the unlocks and stuff like that carry over, at least at my profile. I got the silencer for some weapons unlocked, and also some perk upgrades and stuff like that. But from the level you basically have to start a new game, where you get your clan of survivors. But if you have played the game, you know what I'm talking about. So you have to start over, and it tends like I played some rounds where it got completely destroyed, and the enemy teams, like there was some player that went like 20 and 3 or something like that, and completely raped our whole team, and we didn't stand a chance against this dude. And probably he has played, I would imagine, like the PlayStation 3 version for like months and months, and maybe even until like the PS4 remastered version came out this week. And so you're probably in the beginning you're facing a lot of pros, but then in the end the matchmaking is kind of solid, and I guess in a few weeks or something like that, then you won't run into like high skilled players in the beginning when you start your journey and venturing in the online multiplayer of The Last of Us. But in general, if you played kind of slow like I do in this gameplay, trying to support my team, trying to get some kills, damage the enemies, and also using a lot of times the perk where you can craft stuff a little faster, and then for each 3 things you craft you get a gift that could be anything, like a Molotov cocktail, first aid kit, a grenade or something like that, and then you can give it to some of your teammates, which is always a nice thing, that you strengthen your team. And especially if the gift is a Molotov cocktail and you can hand it just hopefully to some one of the best players of your team, that he could easily get your team then like 3 or 2 kills if he throws the Molotov cocktail smart and plays it kinda smart. Then, and you see me crafting, trying to get a package, and now I got a package. Drop a bomb there. Don't know, I think it never goes off in this clip, but it's also a nice tactic back in the days when you leave some boxes closed with some materials and goods in it, and then just roll a grenade or place a grenade alongside of them, and then when the enemy tries to rush it, then just looks at the minimap, then you get blown up and blown to pieces, which is also kind of nice. But I'll definitely have to get better at this game again. I mean, this round was, as I said, was really epic and kind of cool, and in the end the score wasn't too bad. And here we get a Molotov cocktail kill, trying to save my friend here, that he doesn't get executed a shot in the back, and also get the revive. So that was probably the highlight of the whole round for me, especially. It was pretty epic. But I have to say, if you haven't played The Last of Us multiplayer, or have only played like The Last of Us single player on the PlayStation 3, then probably you should get it again, because the multiplayer is really awesome. And on my friends list I saw also a lot of people picked it up already, so I think the community is strong in this one, and especially with all the DLCs. And what I've read, that they won't put out some new DLC for the game, at least for a while or forever or whatever. But that's also a nice thing, because they won't split the community with a map pack that like costs like $10 or something like that, and only half of the players will buy it and stuff like that. So now all players get all the maps and nearly all the perks and stuff like that. So that's a really an awesome way to build up a community, especially on the next gen consoles, where there are not that many out in the open at this time. So I think it will have a healthy community, because there is nothing like it on the PlayStation 4 or on the current gen systems, I would imagine, like this. I mean, there are not really that many third-person shooters right out on the market, if there is anyone actually out on the PlayStation 4. I don't know, but I don't think there is one, and also not a solid one like this. I mean, if you have played the single player 1 or 2 times already, then maybe you would jump in it again, try the harder difficulty, and see if the game is for you. But I think the repurchase really was a good idea, for me at least, because I really think I will play it for some time, the multiplayer, and also try to finish the single player for 1 or 2 more times, because the story is epic. And also you get, of course, the awesome Left Behind single player DLC included with the whole package. So I know the whole video kind of sounded like a commercial for the Last of Us Remastered version, but in the end I think this is one of the best games of all time. And also the multiplayer is really solid and really well done, especially if you're like a more tactical fan of some third-person shooting with some Counter-Strike elements, with limited respawns or only one respawn, one life, stuff like that. If you enjoy this kind of tactical gameplay, then I think this game will be for you. And there, this video is coming to an end. Hope you guys enjoyed this brabbling around here for a long time, and stay tuned for some more gameplays or Last of Us gameplays in the future, when I get some good ones recorded. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you leave a like and support the channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and take care.
Fucking this place is ours. They won't be coming back no more.